Buffalo winters are a lot like Dr. Dannenhofer's first day of anatomy speech. Devoid of happiness and 5 months long. 6 months. Dr. Dannenhofer spends the first day of anatomy making everyone hate him, and then every subsequent email trying to get us to hang out with him. And it's not working. Dr. Dannenhofer likes to take out his 40-year-old grudge on being turned down at his high school prom by telling med students they aren't good enough for him. I went to an all-boys high school.
Dr. O'Brien is trying his hardest to defy the stereotype that you have to be old and boring to teach biochemistry. Well, I have a fun fact for you all. It's been well established that not only teaching biochemistry but learning biochemistry stimulates your cells and lengthens your telomeres.
2,000 years later.
If you are genetically inclined to be a boring person, that you can overcome this with an important environmental factor such as learning biochemistry. So,
Dr. Ostro looks like Emperor Palpatine gave up his job killing Jedi and just decided to look at dead people, who by the way, are often much more interesting than Jedi. Dr. Ostro only took up neuropathology so he could walk around talking about white matter. You mean as opposed to gray matter, which is not gray. White matter happens to be white. Actually, the real reason I took up neuropathology was that I thought it would be easier to attack the pituitary from the north.
If I see DeLucos put on a wig and cap at Medusa garb again, I will definitely take up drinking. Well, go ahead, start drinking.
Mendel makes me wish I had gills so that I would so that I would suffocate if I tried to attend lecture. Yes, I'm sure I've suffocated many students.
I'd bet some benzos that Dr. Hernandez came out of the womb in a cardigan. That's true. It's very true. Extensive knowledge of illicit drugs, eclectic music, and a bit of psychosis. Psych is like getting high without all the fun. So you think. Dr. Hernandez still has imaginary friends. They're a lot more interesting than my real friends, actually. Nothing makes me happier than getting an email from Dr. Hernandez because I get to see the Google profile pic of him of him sweating at a Tori Amos concert. Nothing really gets you sweating like a Tori Amos concert, I have to agree.
The tweet says that Leslie's class is like being transported back to the Revolutionary War. There are reds everywhere, suspenders, thick Virginia accents, and plagues of bacteria. Personally, I've always thought that my class was rather revolutionary anyway, so I'm glad that you agree.
If only William Wallace were here to help us escape the tyranny of metabolism and endocrinology. Wow, that's really fascinating. How much do you guys know about William Wallace? He would lead you in a charge against the curriculum in general. And as for these exams, they're just rubbish. My son went to a high school that he went to. You think that's one reason why Scottish people don't particularly like the people south of the border? That's for sure. If I had a nickel for every time I heard that you're a steroid hormone biochemist, I'd use them to buy you a plane ticket out of Buffalo. I do say it too often, but I am a steroid hormone biochemist. So why am I teaching all that other stuff? Well, I'll tell you why. I did that despite the fact I was only a steroid hormone biochemist. But remember, steroid hormones are really important for your ovaries, your testes, I like this tweet. It's accurate. And buy me the ticket.
Every time Dr. Silvestri teaches, I feel like I'm playing the game Guess Who? Is he male? Yes. Does he have blue eyes? Yes. Is he bald? Yes. Is he funny?
Hi, Dr. Silvestri.
Hello, is Dr. Stubborn in?
I'm really sorry. He's really, really busy.
Chuck, what are you doing in here?
I'm working on my manual dexterity.
Well, that's all well and good.
Just trying to get the heart out of this.
Well, the medical students just ripped my heart out. I can't believe you're having them do the Follies.
Why not?
I thought you stopped it after my class. You remember that thing we did with Maul?
Oh yeah.
He still cries about that at the VA.
He still cries about it?
Every day.
God. I mean, that happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
You would think by now I'd get a life or something. You know?
You know him.
Yeah. So they said something bad about you? What exactly was it?
Apparently I'm bald.
I mean, that's bad. I mean, jeez. Well, talk about hitting above the belt. I mean, it's. Now, how did
you're in on this too. I really want to like Dr. Silvestri, but how can you like a man whose biggest flaw is that he's bald? Seriously? Can't he have social anxiety or something? Well, I guess it's a good thing I got that removed that I got after my bachelor party.
It wasn't until Dr. Hefner's lectures that I realized you could cite People magazine as a source. He's the Joan Rivers of pathology. This is not good. I don't think Joan Rivers is with us anymore.